here we go. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of Bloody Sunday with your host Dexter and
Charlie.
Today we have a special theme for you guys.
Yeah, we're going to be talking about pronouns.
All the pronouns.
No.
No. That's not true. I'm a liar.
Yeah, and a couple pronouns.
Yes.
Pretty much some major ones, excluding she, her, because we don't support women on this podcast.
Nah.
Nope. Famously.
Get back in the kitchen.
I'm sorry,
That
woman.
was totally a joke. Definitely a joke. No.
Now we go to hell.
Yeah, probably. More than likely. But we do have three very fun and different films for you today. We have Him, They, Them, and a fan favorite. No, I don't even think we have a fan. A horror fan favorite. The 2017 It Chapter 1.
The pronouns, of course, in It Chapter 1 being chapter and one.
Of course, yes.
Of course. Yeah, so let's just jump right into it with Him. So Him came out this year, and let's hit our regular tagline rating.
Sweet.
All right. Greatness demands sacrifice.
Is that really the tagline?
Yes.
A 2? Yeah, I'm cool with a 2.
I'd give it a 3.
Yeah?
I like the use of sacrifice. I mean, like, yeah, it's on the nose.
It's more than on the nose. It's literally hammering the nose.
But so is this whole film.
Yeah.
So I think it's a good warning.
So, is it like? I mean, yeah, I guess it is a little because some of the reviews I listened to, they're like it's a little pretentious, and I was like,
Before we get into it, I think we should just acknowledge this film is all flash and very, very little substance.
Yeah.
And that's okay.
Yeah.
Sometimes you need films like that.
Yeah, I think it's important to have deep conversational starters, and I think there's also movies that you could just throw on in the background and just watch on a casual Saturday afternoon or something. This is the thing. We're living in the same year that Sinners came out, and that movie to this day is still providing a lot of deep philosophical conversation. So, if every other horror film that comes out this year doesn't do that, I'm cool with it.
Yeah, that's fine.
That's like,
we got one good one.
We
can walk away a winner.
Yeah, I'm good. I don't care.
So, our letterbox plot synopsis for Him. After suffering a potentially career-ending brain trauma, Cameron Cade receives a lifeline when his hero, legendary 8-time championship quarterback and cultural megastar Isaiah White, offers to train Cam at Isaiah's isolated compound that he shares with his celebrity influencer wife. But as Cam's training accelerates, Isaiah's charisma begins to curdle into something darker. Fantastic use of curdle there.
That is, like,
Yeah.
this letterbox got some, it's pulling some very nice words
Yeah.
out of their lexicon. Respect it.
Yeah, so...
Oh, was that the end of the synopsis?
Yeah, that was it.
Oh, shit.
That's all that happens in the movie.
Okay. All right, cool. Yeah, that happened.
Yeah.
All right, so.
So, to preface, I know little to nothing about football.
When I was in Africa, I shared a tent with a guy who really loved football, and he would watch it every Sunday while I played video games, and I know some things about football.
Yeah.
Hockey's like my go-to thing, and even with hockey, I couldn't tell you a single player or a single rule other than the puck goes into the goal.
I think that's about where my knowledge starts and stops as well.
All right.
Good. Glad we're on the same page there.
Speaking of which, I think maybe that's why we enjoyed it a little bit more than most people.
Yeah.
Because it feels like from a lot of the reviews that I listened to, I didn't listen to all of them, obviously, but for the ones that I did listen to, it seemed like there was a lot of football fans who did not enjoy this film.
And that doesn't surprise me in the slightest.
I'm glad.
Um, yeah. I was hoping that this film would be cooler than it was.
Yeah, their marketing department, A
Yeah.
plus plus. Like they fucking they did it.
Yeah. I feel like there were two main routes that they could have gone.
Hmm.
They could have gone with the route that they did and do something with like devil sacrifice, whatever the fuck. Play on goat. Um, okay. Or they could have done something with like brain injuries
Hmm.
and like brain injuries, like in brain trauma
So
from the sport changing you.
so that's what I thought when I saw the initial trailer. That's what they were going for.
Yeah,
Um, and then it's funny that you brought up the goat thing because that was the original title for the film as well.
of course it was.
I think the only reason why they changed it was because um there's another film called Goat that was coming out this year or something like
Hmm.
that, and they didn't want it to be confusing.
Okay, I think goat would have been a better title for this film.
It was like the Goat was written all over the fucking movie. It like
Yeah,
it did it with that. It used the title without using the
yeah, I'd
title.
say so.
Okay.
So let's sort of walk through the film and give our 2 cents, shall we?
Yeah. Let's take a journey. Are we both on Wikipedia, by the way? Or
Yeah, I think we're both on Wikipedia.
perfect.
Good. Glad we're together in this effort.
Do you want to take each paragraph separately? We probably
uh,
should have talked about this before we started
yeah,
recording, but
I
it's
was just gonna use it as a guideline and like do my own recap.
all right. Respect.
Yeah, so we start off the film and we show Cam as a young boy sort of falling in love with football because it's what his family likes, it's what his dad likes.
Mm-hmm.
And they're watching as the mega superstar Isaiah gets what should be a career-ending injury.
Yeah, I damn near life-ending injury. Holy, like,
Yeah.
because it was like protruding bone fracture.
Yeah,
Like
it
it
was
was,
pretty gnarly.
yeah, just for like a casual fucking like injury. Like holy
Yeah.
shit, dude, yeah, fucking crippled. So starting off with just that right there, that gave me hope that it might have been a good film.
Hmm.
Just because like I've grown up in households where like football is everything. Like I can't tell you how many times like my eardrums have almost gotten blown out by my dad when he was watching like a Bucks game
Yeah.
growing up because they made a touchdown or something.
Yeah,
So
I can relate. Football's really big in my family as well.
so
It
you get
didn't
it.
it didn't rub off on me.
No, thank
But it did stop me from taking some really good naps.
God. So with that in mind, like I really enjoyed like the use of like the almost religious aspect that they were trying to convey with how much the family worshiped the team. We saw like the
Totally.
memorabilia, everybody's wearing the jerseys and everything like that. So was it a little on the nose?
Hmm.
100%. But it was to me it was tasteful enough because that is a reality for some people
Yeah.
when they watch football. So this is where I was like, okay, it might it might be a good film.
I was pretty much in the same ballpark.
Yeah.
Not to pull a different sport into this. Uh, but I thought that it was pulling on some interesting concepts. I thought it was going to be an interesting pull for like the cult of football
Hmm.
and sort of especially focusing on like the quarterback specifically having the injury
Yeah.
and the focus on that. I thought that would have led into also like the cult of personality behind like this type of celebrity.
Hmm.
And I'm kind of disappointed that it didn't follow that
Mm.
the way I thought it would. It went in a sort of a more literal direction
Yeah.
that I definitely think hurt the film.
Yes. Which does bring me to like a small tangent because I did do like a little bit of research when it came to this film.
Okay.
When like after it came out, I was doing like my review, listening to my reviews and like reading up on it and everything. There's a different version of this film that does exist.
Okay.
So the director took a lot of liberties from the script. The script itself plays out completely different.
Interested.
Yeah. So I don't have it on me. I'll look it up while we're going through, and I can like maybe bring up some of the differences. But um, yeah, that was something I did learn is that like the actual script itself, like the ending is from start to finish. It was almost damn near a different movie. Um, but please continue.
Yeah. So, carrying on with the trajectory of the film, we cut to Cam, and he's now a young man. He's in college. Uh, his father has died. He's a football star. He's practicing before the next draft, and he's in an empty field late at night and gets his head bashed in by someone in a goat costume. Uh, and then, ta-da, the film begins.
Oh man,
Yeah, that was just fucking weird.
that was weird. It's so that's where I did get concerned because now we have just jumped to this crazy situation with no rhyme or reason, and now we have to kind of just pretend like that didn't happen, or that
Yeah.
but that one moment is a focal point for the entire rest of the film.
Yeah, it kind of like plays these two sides, and you can't play both at the same time. One where it wasn't real,
Mm-hmm.
and this was a manifestation of something that Cam was seeing,
Yes.
or a pressure that Cam was feeling.
Mm-hmm.
But on the same time, it is very real. It is something that happened because you cut to like months later in the draft, and he has a head injury.
Yes.
He has the scar left over and is actively dealing with that trauma, and that's what leads to the whole plot of the film of him having to do this training, this special training,
Yep.
because he wasn't able to participate in like the draft game challenges, whatever the fuck. I don't know
Yeah.
football.
Yeah.
For everyone else and perform. So he needed to do this special training.
Yes.
So it has to be real, but we're just not going to acknowledge the fact that it was like someone in a goat costume. Like that's not going to
Like that's
play into it.
odd as fuck. Like there's
Especially like we see the mascot. We see the mascot for the team he's going out for. It is a goat.
yes, everything on paper is like leading up to it, which is why again is why I say the movie is still the goat without it being the goat. I don't care what anybody says. But with that also too, it's almost like that one decision is like. So let me ask this. This is what I'm. Yeah, this is what I guess what my brain's trying to figure out. Do you think this movie would have been better if instead of that random assailant in a goat costume attacking him, he just got a serious head injury while in the middle of a game?
Yes.
like, doesn't that make like more sense? Like, I don't understand. Like,
100%.
yeah,
Yeah.
That I feel like that one change would have immediately bumped this film up one whole star level.
Also, skipping ahead,
Mhm.
at the end we find out that it was coordinated.
Yes.
The goat was sent to hurt him,
Mhm.
to get him in this situation. That it was coordinated by the execs, whatever, the people pulling the strings.
Mhm.
Couldn't that also have been coordinated during a game, especially like during like the draft?
Yes.
Like if they're like doing some training there,
Mhm.
that something could have someone could have just gotten in like a natural seeming accident, or we see it later that you have those machines that shoot out the footballs.
Mhm.
Couldn't they have been training as part of the draft and that hits him?
Yeah. Anything that you were saying right now is infinitely better than what we actually got. I want that to be known. But that's one of those things where I feel like the director did it intentionally. But again, that goes back to the subtlety of this film being non-existent.
Yeah, and it's like I also have issue with the whole goat costume in general because, like, you see that and it's like, all right, why do we have Gritty's gay cousin? Because it looks like a Gritty costume. It looks like Gritty, but instead of like the orange fur, you have these stupid, like shiny red tassels and horns, and it's like I don't I don't know what the point is. You have a sad, gay, gritty.
Gritty is crazy.
That's our villain. That's
That's
our stand-in for Satan. Satan would not be a sad, gay, gritty.
no.
Satan would just be the normal gritty, a nasty bisexual.
What a strange mascot. Like I'm so glad he exists, but in like the purview of like sports mascots, he is in a league of his own. And I
Yeah.
love every second of it.
It's just not a practical like mascot costume because like that tassel is just wouldn't work. Like you can't wash that. You can't clean that. That can't interact with the public.
How do mascots clean their
I'm picturing like a hand vac.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I've if I knew a furry, I'd ask them because I feel like it'd be the same process.
Yeah. I know furries, but I don't know anyone who has like a fursuit.
Damn.
So I can't.
Oh, it's okay. Maybe these questions are better not answered.
Open Reddit. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Tempt me with a good time. We could go down this rabbit hole together. All right. So going back to the film.
Yeah. So now we're at the draft.
Mhm.
Cam is talking with his agent
Mhm.
about what do we do because Cam wants to be the quarterback for the team, the Saviors, which is of course supposed to be ironically named, but once again something that's just a little too on the nose. And he's having trouble due to the brain damage. There might be risk of brain damage from his concussion. They don't know what to do. He ultimately doesn't participate.
Mhm.
So then he's considering retirement. He's trying to figure out what to do.
Yeah.
He doesn't know if he should do this training.
Mhm.
And then his agent reaches back out to him and is like, hey, you have an opportunity to train with Isaiah
Mhm.
at his remote compound. This is how we could still get you in with the Saviors. Do you want to do this? And Cam says yes immediately. So that sort of like kicks everything off because he declined to participate. Now he's in this training situation.
Yeah.
And it's an interesting setup of pulling him in like this remote location. I feel like the film wanted us to think it was kind of weird.
Yeah.
I don't think it was though. I think that it makes sense that like one of the great football players would have like this remote compound, especially when you get there and you see all these fans outside of it.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, you would want to be isolated.
Yeah. It's not the oddest thing in the
Yeah.
world. I mean, like when Tom Brady moved to Tampa, like I'm sure he did something very similar.
Yeah.
like that's not out of the realm of impossibilities.
Yeah.
I
Did
mean-
you know that like Tom Brady was actually my neighbor for a little bit?
Oh shit! Really?
No.
Oh.
No. Not remotely.
I remember you told me you were gonna do that. Okay.
I told Dexter I was going to start lying to him every time I saw him. Just one lie.
I appreciate it.
Um,
Keeps me on my toes.
yeah. Like I say, I cannot be trusted.
Hey, sometimes you just wake up with a case of the fuck arounds. I get you.
Yeah. Yeah, the case of the fuck arounds is when you have a guest over to your remote compound and you're like carving an animal or something like that. And then you're like, no phones, come hold this skin.
Mm-hmm.
Case of the fuck arounds.
Yeah, but who's doing like taxidermy, I think, or something like that.
I don't remember if he was doing taxidermy, if he was like scoring game or both.
Yeah.
Why not both?
Why not both?
Use all parts of the animal.
Because, yeah, it doesn't really
Yeah.
matter. So they have their first like day, and that is day one, which is fun, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, for those of you who have not seen the film, and no shame, don't worry about it. It's broken up into these chapters where it's like day one, fun, day two, whatever. I don't remember any of them. But they're divided up, and it's stupid, and it doesn't really align with what's happening. It's just like, let's provide an adjective.
Yeah, that's true. Because by like day three,
Nothing matters.
Yeah, no, I think so. I mean, I guess the most pivotal point in the film, if we have permission to skip ahead a little bit,
Oh,
right?
absolutely.
Oh, sorry. Let's add a couple of things for context. All right. So first thing, you get introduced to a doctor on the first day. He seems off, but well-meaning. I can't remember the actor who plays him. I've seen him in like random stuff before. Oh, Jim Jeffries. That's what it is.
Yes.
Jim Jeffries, he's the doctor, and he, takes some of he takes some of Isaiah's blood,
Yeah.
and then he also injects Cam with something. He says it's not blood, however, comma, it's probably blood.
Yeah.
Um, so you get introduced to him, and then they have their fun day, and then on day two, what happens on day two? It doesn't matter.
The days don't matter
Yeah,
anymore.
it doesn't matter.
At some point in time.
On day three, this is where things kind of go from like, okay, this is kind of like a weird experience to, oh, somebody could die, and that is when the trailer kind of ruins it for everybody. But it's where you have the one guy who's standing off to the side in front of the football throwing
Yeah.
machine, and every time Cam isn't able to successfully make a pass within the time frame, the guy gets pelted in the face with a football.
Yeah. And as this is happening, he's talking about like how it's the guy who's getting pelted.
Mhm.
Um, like when it's over, as it's happening, is talking about how it's an honor to serve Isaiah in this way. So these are the fanboys being pulled out. I think also, if I recall correctly, out of the group of guys who Isaiah pulls to do this practice, this is the one white guy in the group who
Yes.
is getting pelted. And I feel like that's trying to make a statement of some sort, and it just falls flat. Whatever it's trying to say, it doesn't work.
Yes, 100%. It does not. It doesn't succeed at a lot of things. That's definitely one of them. Um, I did think it was funny though when he's like, when Isaiah walks up to him, he's like, "Man, you're fucked up," and he's like, "Yeah, I'm fucked up." And he starts laughing, and he's like, "Why are you laughing?" He get the fuck like you go get like to a doctor or something,
Yeah,
or you don't look good. Like this isn't funny.
yeah,
So then after that, there's like an interlude, like weird thing that happens with like his with Isaiah's like wife,
yeah,
where they end up getting like really messed up and drunk or
yeah.
whatever, and I it tries to imply that he may have slept with his wife.
And it's never clear.
It's never clear. He just wakes up in the morning with a gun to his face.
Yeah,
So at this point, it's like what 4 days in. I'd be like, I'm good. I'm
yeah,
gonna leave. I'm gonna go home. But
yeah. And he like considered leaving too because his phone was taken away from him
Mhm.
at the start of this. He talks to his mom and girlfriend and brother through like a landline or something.
Yeah.
Uh, and they're talking about how weird it is. He like almost misses his mom's birthday to tell her happy birthday.
Hmm.
That's just bizarre. And
Yeah.
then he almost sleeps with this woman or does sleep with this woman
Yeah.
who he really has no interest in, who's just kind of like the way that she's throwing himself at or throwing herself at him isn't even like, oh, I genuinely want to seduce you way. It's
Mhm.
very influencer, like rich white woman who calls everyone hun and pinches cheeks, and
Yeah.
the cheeks are ass cheeks. Like it's very much as she's not actually looking for him to be a sexual partner. She just uses people as a pawn.
Yeah.
So it's a bizarre dynamic.
Hmm.
Um, so it really is unclear whether or not they had sex, and I don't think it even matters because it matters what Isaiah thinks happens.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So that's day four. That's how day four begins. He ends up puking. They end up going on. They end up shooting. Uh, and then that no, not this happens before when they kill that lady.
yeah. So when Isaiah confronts Cam about maybe sleeping with his wife, he's
Mm.
talking about how like winners should be remorseless. Like that's the big thing. Like
Yeah.
you should do these things without remorse. And then more bullshit happens in the movie.
Hmm.
Um, But the point that you're talking about is Cam is in this sauna with Isaiah. Isaiah leaves, and then one of the rabid fans comes in and tries to kill Cam
Yeah,
because she believes that Cam is going to replace Isaiah as
yeah,
quarterback on the team.
yeah.
Um, so Cam reacts. He retaliates.
Hmm.
Um, he gets into an altercation with this woman, and he's victorious,
Hmm.
but he doesn't fatally wound her. Like she's hurt,
Yeah.
but he steps out. Isaiah comes in,
Hmm.
and Isaiah's like, "I'll deal with this," and Isaiah kills her. He kisses her,
Yeah.
and then he kills her.
Yeah. Because she definitely says "fuck me"
Yeah,
in it, and his response is to kiss her, and then he literally fucking like superhero launches her across the
yeah,
fucking room.
yeah,
Like, holy shit, dude. So he kills her, and then I think they shoot her body the next day when they're at the gun range. I could be wrong on
yes,
that, but like, right?
I think so.
Because it was
Or
implied.
another body. Who
It
knows?
fucking yeah.
It doesn't
And
matter.
at this point, it's kind of like, all right, so you're shooting bodies, you're implicated in murder, and you're not. And at this point, you're just not phased by any of this.
Yeah,
Meanwhile, every night that any of this crazy shit happens, the next morning he's woken up with like an injection shot that's like reviving his whole body. There's a bunch of crazy visuals that are happening in this entire movie, but we'll move forward into like the last
yeah.
like.
This movie sounds worse than it actually is with us just talking about it because the good parts of the movie are the style. It is the visuals. They pull some crazy visuals,
Mm-hmm.
very unique things, very cool stuff.
Yes.
Is that enough to save the movie? Absolutely not. Does it make for a more enjoyable film experience? Yes.
Yeah, I agree. There's
Yeah.
so we're moving to like the party, the secret party that Elsa that's Isaiah's wife's
Yeah,
name. Yeah.
Elsie.
Elsie. Elsie invites Cam to a secret party to meet the owners of the Saviors. While Cam arrives, Marco, the team doctor, whispers to him, "Run before leaving." This pretty much goes into like this whole conversation that they end up having with him, where they're like, um, "Are you willing to sacrifice anything to be a part of the team?" He goes, "Yes," and then they basically bond over drinking once again implied to be blood, specifically Isaiah's blood.
Yeah.
Um, Once he agrees that he wants to do this, Elsa goes, "Great, cool." She gets Cam fucked up and then kills the doctor.
Yeah. But that's all off screen.
Yes, yeah,
Yes.
yeah. The,
And you just have Cam like stumble and find the doctor's body or
just
whatnot.
his head.
Just his head.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And he doesn't even know if it like was real or not because he was so messed up. He wakes up in an ice bath, um, with
An
ice.
IV of Isaiah's blood. Now it's revealed, even though we already
He
knew.
fucking
You knew from the first injection. You're like, okay, that's blood. It's probably Isaiah's blood. But let's hear this out. Yeah, no, it is Isaiah's blood.
Mhm.
He's been consuming that via injection, drinking it, whatever the hell.
Yep.
This whole time.
Yep.
And he finds out that this is a ritual that happens. He goes and he pulls out the IV and he grabs a sharp evil trophy
Yes.
and goes to kill Isaiah. And finds Isaiah watching videos of like all of these best of compilations of himself
Uh-huh.
and learns about the ritual for the goat ritual, meaning
Yes.
like greatest of all time. Go, haha, clever.
Uh,
And they gain enhanced abilities from this ritual where the former goat's blood gets injected into the new goat
Mhm.
and then they become the goat.
Only if they're able to defeat the previous goat in combat.
So then Cam and Isaiah fight and it's stupid.
Yes, yes. It's very forced in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
This
This is one part of the movie where everything else, although weird and stilted,
Mhm.
didn't necessarily feel forced. This did.
Yeah, it was kind of just like I guess this was like the overall. I think too for me, one of the things that I was under the impression that they were doing was they were trying to get him ready for like a body swap,
Mm-hmm.
which in my head feels like a more superior film. but that's not the film we got, so I'm not gonna worry about it too much. But the thing that's another reason why I kind of just felt forced, that and like the weird like gladiator arena thing that they tried to set
Yeah.
up with like the audience playing on like
Hmm.
the ceiling,
Yeah.
and then like the odd like combat style. It reminded me a lot of like that Ganja and Hess movie that we watched like forever ago. Like it seemed very choreographed in a lot of ways,
Yeah.
especially that killing blow. Like what the fuck was that,
Yeah.
bro?
It didn't make any sense.
um,
Yeah, it was especially weird because neither of them are in particularly weakened states,
yeah,
and these are supposed to be incredible athletes,
yeah,
and they're fighting like that.
yeah. It's kind of odd. And then
Yeah.
I think at one point, Isaiah breaks Cam's arm. I'm like 90% sure he did that. That or he dislocated it, but it looked like he full on broke his arm.
Yeah. Who
Yeah.
knows?
Yeah.
Nothing in this movie matters.
Needless to say, Cam wins, right? He beats Bludgeons to death Isaiah with a helmet. Because of course he does. And
Yeah.
then he leaves the fighting hall to go to the football field. Because of course there's a football field.
Yes. But important to note, this is supposedly still in the compound. So the compound is now connecting to a football field, which no, it doesn't. Uh, it should not be able to do this.
It should have been. No, no, no. Because when you go, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. Nothing matters.
uh,
Yeah, and this is like a proper like stadium field, not
Yes.
just like the training field that they were on that didn't make sense.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. And Cam walks out, and there's this panel of the managers and execs and his manager in animal mask or goat mask or whatever.
Yeah, weird
And
Satan pagan.
yeah, and Elsie's there with the contract and is like, sign the contract, become the goat.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, I'm okay.
Yep.
And then they reveal that they sent the goat to attack him,
yes,
and that this is what his late father wanted him to do,
yes,
and that he pulled him for this ritual.
yes, they basically imply that he was birthed for this specific cause.
Yes.
I don't know how true that is.
Yeah.
But that was what they were insinuating, I guess, because like there's that one photo of like him as a kid with his dad and the owner
Yeah.
all together and shit. So maybe, I don't know.
Or maybe he was recruited as a kid, or who knows.
Yeah, because I think they also implied that like the reason why his dad died or implied that he got murdered was because Cam was not at the time. Cam did not want to continue doing football.
Yeah.
Because he even says that straight up in the film. He says, "I didn't want to do football, and then once my father passed away, I figured this is the only way to continue his memory." So his dad literally sacrificed himself to keep the idea going.
Yeah.
But Cam's not having any of it anymore. He's pissed off, and he goes on as Wikipedia says, a violent outburst and kills everyone.
Yeah.
Except for Elsa. He didn't kill Elsa. Elsa,
No, he did.
he did?
Yep.
I thought she just ran at him with a knife and then slipped.
She's dead.
Yeah, she dies, and then he kills all the owners one-handed, by the way, with a sword. I mean,
Type shit.
yeah. To be fair, all the like owners are like geriatric, so it's
This isn't that impressive.
And but after he does this, jets fly over the sky. And with the American flag colors in the background.
Yeah, his manager gets pulled in. There's a pentagram. The manager gets pulled by an invisible force into the pentagram and exploded.
And then the movie just ends with him smiling.
Yeah, not Isaiah, Cam just walks off between like this entrance tunnel with cheerleaders and leaves. And he's happy. Movie over. The goat was Satan. Something none of us could have ever predicted.
Bad.
I don't feel like we should say anything else about the movie. I think that was the best thing that we could have said.
Right there.
Yeah. Yeah. But this is a disappointing entry from Monkey Paw Studios.
Yeah, they have not been on a
Yeah,
they haven't had an up. I guess what Nope was like the last like decent
yeah.
film from them.
Wendell and Wild was them as well,
Oh,
but I
really?
don't remember if that came out before or after Nope.
Hmm. I can't tell you offhand
Oh
either.
well,
Yeah, I don't
I
know.
either one of those films was the last good one. um,
Uh,
but yeah, it's a disappointing entry. I find that a lot of horror that has predominantly black cast or like black directors, black screenwriters keep trying to make like these grand political statements
hmm
like in Nope or Get Out or
hmm
Us, and they keep falling flat a
Yeah,
little bit, which is upsetting.
yeah, I think I agree with you. I think there should be a focus on making a good quality story and that has a black focus cast and let the story speak for itself and less on the messaging. I think
Yeah.
if it's done correctly, you get films like Get Out or Sinners or um, was 12 Years a Slave a good movie?
I haven't seen it.
I,
I don't want to touch that.
it is fair.
Yeah.
But you get what I'm saying. You get like a movie that like is able to like blend those boundaries between like topical discussion, philosophy, and really engage with the audience and also be a very well presented film at the same time.
Yeah.
And then when you don't do that, you get everything else. To include Candyman 2018
Yeah.
because I haven't forgiven that film either.
Yeah, I think that you have a lot of like rich potential for different stories, and this could have been good.
Yes.
They could have. I see what they're trying to say and the
Mm-hmm.
statements they're trying to go for, and they're good polls. But you have to focus more on the substance of your movie and then put that message behind it.
For sure.
And I think that that's how you end up stumbling into great things, especially because when you have any minority group do anything,
Mm-hmm.
that minority identity is going to get pushed on it anyway.
Yeah.
So that's why, like, if you have a black led horror movie, it then becomes a black led horror movie and not just a horror movie.
Yeah.
Same thing with like a woman led.
Mm-hmm.
It's always going to be imposed.
Yeah.
So if you're going to have that imposition, why not focus on the story that you want to tell,
Mm-hmm.
knowing that it's coming from your unique perspective and it's going to be assigned to that perspective, whether or not you beat your viewers over the head with it or not.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I think that this film in particular is one of, like you said, one of those films that doesn't do it the best.
It could have been done naturally.
It could have been
Yeah.
100%, and I think there's a great movie hiding in this film somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, will we ever see it? Probably not. But hey, it is what it is.
Yeah.
Final thoughts?
I like aspects of this film. I like it more than most people did, but I still don't love it.
Same. Yeah, no, that's
Yeah,
fair.
your final score out of 5.
Mm, I'm gonna do a 2.5
Okay.
because like some of the visuals are pretty cool. The film presentation wise is actually really well done. Was the story great? No, but Marlon Wayans,
His performance, we didn't highlight that enough. He was silly.
he was the fucking goat in this
Yeah,
film.
yeah.
Like that fucking that scene where he's talking to Cam and he's like, "This shit is everything," and he's like crying. Like yeah, Marlon Wayans that carried this film on his back. The moment he dies, the film goes completely off the
I think the
rails.
moment that you have the party scene,
Mm-hmm.
which is when he sort of takes a step back in the film, is when you lose it.
Yeah. Yeah.
You gain steam when he appears.
Mm-hmm.
You lose it when he goes.
Yeah. He's doing a lot of heavy lifting. So that
Yeah.
0.5 is literally just from Marlon Wayans alone.
Yeah, I give it a 3.5
Mm.
because I had a good time watching it. I don't think it's something I'm gonna revisit.
That's fine.
It gets bumped up from just being a 3 of like I liked this, I had a good time watching it. It's not the best, but I'm not mad that I spent my time watching this.
Yeah.
That 0.5 is just because I really like what they're trying to attempt.
Yeah.
And I do see the good movie hidden in there somewhere.
I think this film could be the start of like a different genre in horror, and a more sports-led horror.
Yeah.
I can see it happening. It's just gonna take some time before somebody like takes this idea and like finds a better way to present it.
Yeah.
And when they do, I think it's gonna be really, really good.
I agree. So I think that we should end our discussion of him with this beautiful, beautiful letterbox review.
Please.
Michelle said, "The people who dislike this probably haven't experienced the epic highs and lows of high school football." Ladies and gentlemen, that has been him.
I love it. This shit is everything.
We're gonna take a break before moving to the next one.
Yeah. We're good. Yeah.
All right. Sweet. So, our next film is not good.
No, it's not. It's yeah, so
It's
this,
it.
yeah.
No, I'm just kidding.
So this is a Peacock exclusive film, and they should keep it. I will say this though, like the amount of effort I had to go through to watch this film not on Peacock was kind of dumb. I'm not gonna lie. Like, bro, I looked on YouTube, which is basically Google Movies, to try to rent it. Couldn't do that. I tried to look at fucking Amazon. Couldn't do that. You know, like by the end of it, I was like, I don't want to do this anymore. And that's when I messaged you. I was like, I'm really struggling to find this film. Until you said, maybe you should pirate it. I'm not saying you, audience members, should pirate this film.
Don't watch it. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying don't waste your time.
Goodness. All right.
Yeah, so we are talking about they/them. The slogan,
God.
fear doesn't discriminate.
One, bruh.
Yeah, I agree. So first of all, this fear,
Fear.
death? Why don't you make it death doesn't discriminate?
Something like anything.
Triple B's.
Yeah, I like that.
Thank you.
Anything would have been better than that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Our letterbox synopsis. Campers at an LGBTQ plus conversion camp endure unsettling psychological techniques while the campsite is stalked by a mysterious killer.
Can I just say one of my biggest complaints with this film?
Go ahead.
Right off the rip.
Yeah.
This movie implies that the kids, the campers, are going to be the victims in this murder spree.
Yes.
And that is, spoiler, very not the case at all.
Yeah.
And I wholeheartedly disagree with, not so much with them not doing that, but
Why do you want gay people dead?
I don't want that, I promise you. I just how the movie is presenting itself, that's what was bothering me. It's like,
I completely agree.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
The tagline, the fucking fear doesn't discriminate. They don't get targeted.
yeah, it's implying that that's who's going to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do not.
Yeah. This film targets the like counselors and the people running the camp.
Yes.
The campers are never threatened. They don't even know. No one even knows that there is a slasher going around until the very end of the movie.
Yeah, like literally the last like 20 minutes.
Yeah. It is such a deeply frustrating movie. It is a terrible slasher movie. And it is even a subpar, like, psychological thriller.
Yeah, if it's trying to claim that, that's crazy. That's a crazy reach. It's like,
well, I'm saying if you take the slasher out of it, it's not a horror, so it has to be like a psychological thriller with the way you're watching like gay kids be tortured.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Yeah, you're right. It is. That is.
Yeah. So
that's fair. Yeah.
I'm gonna get two things straight before we jump into our play-by-play.
Real quick, did you say straight intentionally like that?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Yes, I did. Okay. So I think the highlight of this movie is Kevin Bacon's performance.
Yes.
Because Kevin Bacon is Kevin Baconing.
Mm-hmm.
And I like when he uses his Kevin Bacon charm to do unsettling roles.
Yes. Yes.
Um,
Yes.
I think that without his performance,
Mm-hmm.
I don't think any part of this movie would have worked.
No, he's definitely in the same vein of like Marlon Wayans. He's carrying a lot of
Yes,
this film for them.
definitely. My next point:
Mm-hmm.
our protagonist Jordan is
Yes.
being played by an actor named Theo Germain. Everything I've seen this actor in, I find them insufferable. This film is no exception.
I can understand that I guess what they're promoted to be like the protagonists for the film.
Yes, because they're the they them.
Yeah, no, it doesn't.
They're the title character.
It's not. It doesn't work for me. They're not giving me protagonist
Yeah.
vibes. In fact, like it didn't occur to me that they were the protagonists until like the gun range scene. Like, because until then, it felt like everybody was getting like their own like time dedicated to them. So I
Yeah.
was like, okay, cool. It wasn't until like that therapy scene and that gun range scene that I was like, oh, I guess they're the protagonists for the movie.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, okay, I guess. Like,
Yeah. I can see that.
yeah. Sorry,
Yeah,
I
so
didn't cut you
let's
off.
jump right into it.
Yes.
So we start off the film with someone driving on a dark road.
Mm-hmm.
Their car gets stopped. Someone kills them. A mass killer.
Yep.
And then we go to this conversion camp. It's never explained.
Nope.
That bit is explained at the very, very end. But by the time it's explained, you forgot that even happens.
Yeah, so I know there's no good way to do it for a lot of horror films, but like I really don't enjoy when like slashers and shit, horror movies in general do that. They have this really like crazy like murder happen or whatever, and then there's just nothing for a good almost hour
Yeah.
for the rest of the film. And I think actually this film in particular does exactly that.
Oh, for sure.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. So you start off with this bus of teens arriving to this conversion therapy camp.
Mhm.
And when I say teens, I want to stress this point real quick that we have a really mixed bag. Some of them are saying they're in high school, some are in college, some aren't in either. It's definitely like young adults, but it's who knows? Who
They,
knows the age range?
I mean, they're calling them kids, but I guess because they're all technically older than them. But like,
Yeah.
I think we're really stretching when
Yeah,
we say
because
kids.
some of them have said that they are like legal adults.
Yes, 100%.
Meanwhile, Jordan, the protagonist, who we keep forgetting is the protagonist, um, later says that the reason that they went to this camp is their family wanted them to, and said that if they complete the week at the camp, then they will be emancipated. They'll let them emancipate themselves,
Mm-hmm.
which means that they are under 18.
Yes, has to be. That's the only
Yeah,
reason why you're there.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's confusing, and this comes into some weird territory later that we'll get into.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, you arrive. The kids arrive to the camp, and Kevin Bacon. I'm refusing to call his character by his name because I just look at him and I'm like, "That's evil Kevin Bacon." But his name is Owen.
Oh, his name is Owen.
His name is Owen.
Yeah, no, Kevin Bacon's better. I'm okay
Yeah,
with
that's
this.
Kevin Bacon.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So Kevin Bacon introduces himself, and he says the camp is a safe space.
Mm-hmm.
They're not trying to convert them; they're just trying to expose them to heteronormativity, whatever. They respect them, whatever the hell.
Yeah.
And then they separate the campers into boys and girls to go to the boys' cabin and the girls' cabin. And then Jordan just stands there and is like, I use they, them pronouns. I am non binary. And Kevin Bacon is like, I respect and understand your transition. But unfortunately, we don't have a gender inclusive cabin. So I'm going to have you go with the boys for now, if that's okay.
Mm-hmm.
And Jordan was like, oh, yeah, that is okay. And then sends them on their way.
Yep.
I think that This is one of the weirdest moments of the entire thing. And it's like weird that the conversion camp is like kind of down.
Yeah.
Like they're down and like Kevin Bacon says that he's like an ally to the gays too. And they have like no problem with like this non-binary person and
Yeah.
like make accommodations.
Hmm.
Um, and we're just rocking with this.
Yeah, it's very disarming in a
It
lot of
is,
ways.
yeah,
Like it definitely, and that's I guess that's a props to Kevin Bacon for being like the type of actor that he is. But he
yeah,
sells that very well, where there doesn't you don't get a sense of hostility at all
yeah,
in the opening like conversation monologue
yeah.
soliloquy thing.
Meanwhile, moments later,
Yeah.
one of the girls, uh, Alexandra,
Hmm.
is a trans woman.
Yes.
Does not disclose that.
No.
Goes to the girls' cabin.
Hmm.
Gets caught in the shower.
Yep.
And then gets forced to go to the boys' cabin.
Yep.
And then when it's brought up, hey, why is Jordan allowed to be at the boys' cabin as a non-binary? And we're assuming it is assumed in the movie and shown based on a picture of Jordan as a child that Jordan is assigned female at birth.
Yes. Yes.
Um,
That's typical. That in the drawing in the Bible.
yeah.
Yeah.
Um, so we know that Jordan's assigned female at birth, allowed to be in the boys' cabin.
Hmm.
But then Alexandra, because she hid the fact that she was trans, is being is being punished and sent to the boys' cabin. And to the best of their ability, the counselors respect Jordan's name and pronouns, but misgender and dead name Alexandra for the rest of the film. And I get it. I get that some people are like trans misogynistic and they'll respect trans masculine people and not trans feminine people.
Yes.
That being said, this is a non-binary person. And usually, if people aren't going to respect trans women, they're not going to use they, them pronouns correctly.
Yeah, this film is a little frustrating in like how in its respectability. It's like it doesn't want to like demonize the counselors too hard, but it doesn't go out of its way to make them like okay either.
Yeah, it doesn't follow its own logic.
Yeah.
Um, and I would love to be like, yeah, it's a common thing for like black trans women to be like bottom of the barrel, which is true.
Yeah, that's
But it doesn't even fall into that logic either. Like, it just doesn't make any fucking sense whatsoever. Also, there's another character that I would love to mention.
Ooh,
Toby.
which one is Toby?
Toby is the gay guy, the black gay guy, who's very effeminate,
Oh,
who feels offensive. Like watching this movie feels like they're calling you a slur. Um, it's like
it's very
genuinely so stereotypical.
he's very minstrel-esque in his performance. I will give
Yes,
you that.
100%.
Yeah, it's very minstrel-y, and
Yeah, you made like a minstrel twink. Like that's what they did.
And there's a great conversation that we could have about that on a different day because that is something that like I do like genuinely have a gripe with when it comes to like how certain black actors are portrayed in films.
Yeah.
But everything that you said hit the nail on the head, so I'm just gonna leave it at that for now.
Yeah. And the cast itself is really diverse. Like if it was in any other context, I would be happy to see this cast in something.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like the writing is the problem. So like let's say the Toby's actor, who is Austin Crew. Let's say the outside of the film, that he does talk like that. He does have those mannerisms. He is very effeminate. That's fine.
Yeah.
No problem with that.
Mm-hmm.
The writing and the way that they make him talk is the problem.
Yes, because that character in particular, he's on he does an episode of Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
He plays Justin Bieber.
Okay.
Bieber. But totally different. like very much in the same, like very like energetic in his performance, but
Yeah.
totally different.
Fascinating.
Yeah. Uh, it's funny because actually the for him we were watching that Cam, he's also in an episode of Atlanta too.
Interesting.
Yeah. So just wanted to put that out there. But
Yeah.
no, I agree. There is definitely a more respectful way that that character could have been. It almost reminds me. Have you seen King and Bill?
Uh, some of it, yeah.
Damn. Okay. Did you ever see the gay the annoying gay coworker?
Yes.
Yeah, that's
Yes.
yes.
Yes. Yes. Yes. Yes. Yes. Yes. Excellent work. Yep.
That's exactly what that
Yeah.
reminds me of.
Yeah. I also, Alexandra is also a black character. We've already said that, but bringing that back up. So I feel like Alexandra and Toby, as the secondary characters,
Hmm.
also end up falling into like the black best friend stereotype,
Yeah.
coupled with the protagonist, because they end up taking um like the best friend role, but also they end up being the people who are helpful. They end up being the people who sort of take action. They are nurturing to the other campers. They take responsibility over them.
Hmm.
It very much falls into the stereotype of black people as caretakers for white people.
Ooh, damn! I didn't even see that. Damn, oh, that bothers me even more now. God,
Yeah, it's bad.
it is pretty bad. You know, like while we're on the Toby guy and Alexandria, but mostly on the Toby guy
Hmm.
specifically, for like 1 second. Like, where did this romance come out of? Like, did it?
Yeah,
It just
that's another stereotypical thing. There's another character. Um, I'm going to try to find his name. There's another character. He's a jock.
oh, I think it's Stroud. Yeah, Stroud. Yeah, Stroud Williams. I think it's him. Like Cooper Coke, Cook. I think that's him. I'm like 90% sure that one's him because I remember they
We're
was like
having to look at the. They look different in these pictures.
that's very true. No, it's definitely gonna be Stroud Smith Williams. It's Cooper Coke or Koch. How do you say it? It's this guy. It's definitely him. It's this dude.
Okay.
Um,
Oh, Stuart. The character's name is Stuart.
oh, is it Stewart? Yeah. Sorry.
Okay. Cool.
Yes, it's him.
So this character, he's a jock. He wants to be straight so he can continue doing sports, whatever the hell.
Mm-hmm.
And he rags on Toby a ton,
Mm-hmm.
and because he's effeminate,
Yes.
that's it. Because it's like, hey, why can't you be normal? All of that stuff.
Uh-huh.
And Toby has like banter with him, and they banter, and at the very end of the movie, they kiss and they get together,
Yeah, and it makes like it came out.
and it falls into the stereotype of like the closeted jock and the most out and open twink at the school end up with the secret relationship. It comes out of nowhere. It doesn't make sense.
It doesn't.
But it does make sense because if you think about that stereotype, it's like, of course.
Because like the only thing that they do that they insinuate that there's something going on is like they're like having like a random conversation and he's like, "Please, we're almost dating at this point," and I was like, "What?" And then what doesn't help either. Sorry, we're getting way ahead of ourselves.
Yeah, we're not keeping. We have the movie play by play ready to go, and we can't stick to it.
I'm so sorry. All
We're
right.
breaking the norm, much like I'm not finishing that sentence.
Okay, so where were we? We were at that Alexandra gets exposed, and
Yeah.
then they partake in activities by with,
Yeah, there's also a bit where like Alexandra goes to the nurse and like tries to get her like antidepressant or anti-anxiety thing, and it's like, I lied. It's estrogen.
Mhm.
And it's like, here's a problem with that. One estrogen pill is not enough. Trans women take a cocktail of medications
Oh,
because you at least need two. You need one to suppress testosterone, and then you need the estrogen replacement.
okay, that makes sense.
So that wouldn't help.
Yeah,
Like, that's part of the puzzle, but she would need more. And also, that would mean that she like made a fake label for her estrogen,
Mm-hmm.
which like fair, you know you're going to a conversion camp. But also, if you're going through that trouble, why don't you hide it somewhere else in your bag so they don't take it?
Or
Period.
just not give it to them to begin because they just
Yeah,
they just asked. They were like, "Hey,
yeah.
yeah,
Because you don't know that they're gonna go through your stuff.
yeah."
Like you can assume that because it's a conversion
Of
camp.
course, 100%. That's what I would assume too. But
Yeah,
in the same breath, they asked them directly, "Hey, can we get your phones and
yeah.
any other substances or things that you don't want to get?"
Why
Well,
don't you try to be more secret squirrel about it?
yeah,
Like,
like the goody two shoes Kim over here was able to sneak some cigarettes. How the fuck are you not able to do
yeah,
some medication?
someone had weed.
Yeah, like what the fuck? Like,
Yeah,
which is but I think that was done more so out of convenience, so that you could have the dramatic scene with Alexandra to,
and the nurse
yeah,
knowing that she's kind of down.
yeah. Plot conveniences.
Yeah,
Okay, so then they're doing groups. This is where you get like a more FaceTime with some of the counselors, that being Zane
and
and
Sarah,
yeah.
who are engaged and former campers.
Yes. And everybody gets split into pairs and
Yeah,
handcuffed
at
together.
night they get dragged out of their cabins and handcuffed into pairs and have to stay outside for the entire night, which should be fodder
Yes.
for the killer,
100%.
but they don't know there's a killer.
Yeah. Which would
The
make it,
killer also never shows up.
yeah, which again, it's like, and that's what I think what makes this film so frustrating is because they set up things where it'd be like, oh, this would be a really cool, intense thing. No, nothing.
Talking time.
Yep, just a bunch of talking time. And I guess like setting up like the future relationships in the movie too, because old girl with the pink hair and Kim, they get together.
Yeah, Veronica.
Veronica, yeah,
Yeah,
Veronica
Veronica and Kim,
get together.
who's like Veronica is bi and like very edgy, like liberal appearance, and then Kim is like a goody two shoes, like you said, off of the cul-de-sac.
Yeah, like,
This is my important note. This is where I said the age thing is weird. So this builds up a romance between the two of them, which
mm-hmm.
I feel is also like kind of forced.
Yeah.
Veronica says that she is doing the camp as part of something for her college paper.
Yeah.
Kim is in high school. Kim said she's in high school.
Yeah.
So that's weird. It's weird.
That's weird. Yeah.
Like they fully like have sex on the dock.
Yeah.
And that's like a weird sex scene.
There's a full carpet munch scene. Like
yeah,
it's all there.
It's weird. It's a weird scene.
It's a very weird scene.
It moves in a weird way. It lingers on it.
Yeah.
Also, even though Veronica says she's bi like 5 times towards the start of the movie, by the end of the movie she's saying she's a lesbian.
Yeah.
So I don't know if they're just erasing that identity in the script, if she's just calling herself a lesbian casually, or if the conversion camp worked in a different way. And no.
So I interpreted her character as just lying about being bi because she didn't feel comfortable saying who she was, because she had the I think the most resistance.
Yeah,
when it
I don't know, because she was so like confident with saying she's bi and likes women.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I guess you're right.
Also, not to point out another racial stereotype,
yeah,
but the Asian girl with dyed hair.
Yeah, I know. John Logan, you got some. I'm not gonna give you a hard time for your first. I'm assuming your first script, but yeah, I mean, you gotta.
So what if I told you that this isn't his first script? Can I tell you some other films that he wrote?
Please.
Gladiator.
Stop. With Russell Crowe?
Yes. Skyfall.
What?
Rango.
With Johnny Depp?
Yes. Sweeney Todd.
No, unacceptable.
Alien Covenant.
Oh.
Spectre.
What the fuck?
Hugo.
What the fuck?
The Aviator.
The Aviator?
The Aviator.
Fuck, dude. All right. Besides Spectre, everything else is pretty good.
Yeah.
Well, fuck.
He's on track to write the script for the Blood Meridian adaptation.
Oh, that's never to get off the ground.
No. Thank fuck.
That film is current. They're trying to make that movie since the 70s, son. That shit
Yeah,
has never
he also
happened.
wrote the script for the new Michael Jackson biopic.
Oh, God, now I'm definitely going to go see it.
And perhaps the greatest entry,
Mm.
The Last Samurai. Yes, the one with Tom Cruise.
I
Yeah.
knew exactly what you're talking
Yeah.
to.
Alternatively,
Mhm.
the animated movie Sinbad.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool, actually. I like Simba. I like that movie.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
How did you write this?
I don't know. I feel like he's working something out with himself at this point. This isn't.
Yeah.
I don't. I really would like to see an interview with
Bad.
him talking about this film because it is.
He has been nominated for 3 Academy Awards and has won a Tony and a Golden Globe.
There's no fucking way that this is the same guy. There's no way.
This is his directorial debut.
It fucking shows. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, just stick to the writing, bro. You're good.
No, not if this is your writing. Retire.
So he
Go home.
So he could be one of those guys who can write really good stories. And
He did not write the story for most of these movies that I named.
Oh, he's just a writer?
He's just the writer. So I wonder if he's like a co-writer.
That's probably what it is.
Yeah, he's probably a co-writer, and whoever he's working with is doing more heavy lifting.
Yeah.
But he's credited as a screenwriter for all of those films that I named.
Okay, so he's probably doing like character building or he can't be doing character building.
Nope.
It's character stuff. But he's probably good at like outlining. I don't know what the fuck he's doing. I don't know.
I
don't know.
Your guess is as good as mine.
Yeah, all right. Anyways, shit, where were we? Oh yeah, so
yeah, let's continue. So they get handcuffed. That all dissolves. Then while they're handcuffed, the counselors look through their bags
yes,
and belongings. So then the next day they have therapy sessions, and the therapist uses the stuff that she finds against them.
Yep,
to make them feel bad.
Mm-hmm. And there's that scene that's focused from, and this is like where the movie starts to allude that Jordan,
yes,
Jordan is our protagonist because they have a whole scene that kind of like is trying to convince them that they are in the wrong for who they believe to be, and it almost works to some extent.
Yeah, and then they go back. This is a key and pivotal scene of the film. They go back to the cabin and they're bummed out. But fortunately for them, their 2 black friends are there to help them by singing Perfect by Pink. Iconic queer song that every gay person knows.
Is it?
No. The most unbelievable part of this entire film is that this entire cabin of queers knows line by line the lyrics to Perfect by Pink.
And literally until you said that, I didn't even know that was a Pink song. I thought that was a song made up for the movie.
No, that is a Pink song from 2010.
There's no fucking way. You can't just do I'm Coming Out. Like, I don't
you get the rights to that.
like anything else, I'm Every Woman, like literally there's.
Now I will admit, I'm a gay,
mm-hmm.
and I do know most of the words to that song. But that's because in 2010 I was in my school choir, and for whatever reason we did that song. Probably because we did the clean version of it, and we were children, and it's about positivity.
That's fair. That's very fair. I can see that.
But I think that I'm an outlier here. I am the Spider's George of gay people who listen to Pink.
So this is for like the 2 or 5 of you that actually listen to the show.
Yes.
I want you to actually write a comment. Do you know the lyrics to Perfect by Pink by heart if you are a member of the LGBTQ plus community? Because if so, if you could also elaborate on how you know this song, that would be greatly appreciated. Because once again, didn't even think that was a real song.
Yeah, and for all those heterosexuals out there, if you listen to us, if any, Go ahead and comment if you know this song,
Yeah.
so we can get a good point of view from the other side of things.
Because
Uh,
I'm gonna be completely honest. I find the ratio of people who know that song by heart very slim.
yeah, and while you're at it, tell your friends to comment. They don't have to listen. They
It's
don't.
just,
They don't have to
it's
listen to
just,
us. They can just comment.
it's just
If
literally
they like and subscribe while they're there, that's cool. But
just
just a
specifically,
comment.
yeah, just comment. I don't even care if they like or subscribe. Just literally just comment. They knew the lyrics or
Yeah.
not.
Hell, let's get Pink herself in on this. Pink, if you're out there,
Do you know the lyrics?
do you remember the lyrics after you've done all those backflips up there? Hey, have you seen this movie? Do you know that they made a boy Vogue to your song Perfect? Do you think that that's the song they should have Vogue to? Or would you have preferred So What?
I
Yeah.
know
Thank you, Pink, for contributing.
one. So yeah, so they break out into the song and dance, which becomes like a staple for like the overarching emotional arc for all the members of the camp.
Yes,
So
a key moment of the film.
key moment of the film. And then
Yeah.
we jump cut over to the red herring creepy groundskeeper guy, because of course there's always one, who gets brutally murdered after watching some of the female campers in the shower. Um, which now that we're supposed to be technically looking at like some of these girls who are in high school, that makes it even more disturbing. But
Yeah.
we won't focus too much on that.
Yeah.
So
And
yeah,
he's been checking them out like the whole time. Like
yeah,
every scene that you have with the groundskeeper, he's ogling women,
yeah. So
or should I say girls?
let's say girls. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah.
Um, and so yeah, so him dying, totally okay with, no harps or complaints about that, and that it
Yeah.
basically starts the what you would assume would be like the overall murdering.
Yeah, especially because at this point you also have Jordan sneak into something, some counselor something or other, where he finds, where they,
Yeah.
excuse me,
Mhm.
that's foreshadowing for a paragraph from now,
Yeah.
where they find a bunch of photographs of kids being tortured, allegedly, but it kind of doesn't make any sense. The photographs are completely out of context. It's not clear what's happening. It's not clear if they're from the camp. It's just assumed because they're there, which isn't that
Yeah.
crazy of an assumption. But they're just random, uncomfortable photos. So the fact that they deduce that people were being tortured there
Yeah.
doesn't add up for me.
No, that's fair. And if I'm being completely honest, like the reaction that Jordan has to seeing the photos doesn't completely make sense to me. Just because again, like without enough context, you that could literally just be anything. Those could be just like medical like photos they take for record keeping from injuries that happened while members were there. Doesn't
Yeah.
necessarily mean. Now I guess they're trying to remove that thought process with the one girl, like the one stock photo of the girl's head in her knees.
Yeah.
But the rest of them, I was like, okay, sure, whatever.
But
So
also, like, a girl sad at a conversion camp, I'm sure.
yeah. Oh no.
Well, oh no, yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
No!
Oh, no, no.
Let's move on.
Okay. I'm sorry. All right. So yeah. So you get the photos, and then it goes into this shooting range scene. Where actually it's a dual scene. So you have the shooting
Yeah.
range for the male or male presenting people slash also
Alexandra.
Alexandra. And then you have pie making for the female slash female presenting members of the camp. One side of the scene is depicting the people shooting, which is done in a almost cartoonish fashion, except for,
Yeah.
of course, our protagonist Jordan, who is really decent with a firearm. Shocker. And the same thing kind of happens, but on the opposite spectrum, for the pie baking with Veronica's character and her being terrible at baking the pies.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Kim is doing a really good job,
Mm-hmm.
and Sarah, the instructor, is flirting with her in a really gross way.
Yes. And opposite end, Sarah's fiance Zane is red herring the fuck out of the scene
Yeah.
because he goes on this random ass tangent about what it would feel like to be hunted by
Yeah.
someone who's stronger, smarter, bigger.
Yeah. And then Zane and Jordan get into a competition of who the better shot is, and
Yeah.
Jordan is the better shot.
Yes.
Then Kevin Bacon goes on this tangent about what it feels like to be a killer.
Yes.
And how all men have this innate desire to kill.
Mm-hmm.
And then picks Toby to kill his dog. Because Kevin Bacon has this dog, an old hound,
Mm-hmm.
and then he's like, he has cancer. Kill him. And Toby's like, I'm not doing that. And Toby's also a terrible shot.
Yes.
And then Kevin Bacon's like, okay, fine. Then I'm going to have Zane break his legs and torture this dog while you watch until you kill him. And they're screaming, and it's a mess. And then Jordan shoots the dog, and it gets over with. And then Kevin Bacon is like, there's my killer. And also, this entire scene, Kevin Bacon has been misgendering Jordan and using he, him pronouns for Jordan,
Mm-hmm.
which, going back to our whole paradox of what is okay and not okay for being trans, it's okay if you're transitioning to be a boy, because that's fine, even though that's completely contradictory to what the therapist was telling Jordan about how Jordan needs to detransition and be a girl again. So the movie is really holding on to its logic,
All kinds of mixed signals.
and doing a great job.
And so after this happens, you get the pie scene. Veronica does a terrible pie, which, if I'm being completely honest, the pie looked completely edible. I don't know.
Yeah, it didn't look that bad.
Yeah, like I was like,
Like,
so,
okay, you couldn't do the lattice.
okay, who gives a fuck?
Who cares? It's still gonna bake.
Yeah,
I'd eat that pie.
Me too, 100%.
It actually really made me crave pie, if I'm being quite honest.
Did it really?
Yeah.
Well, it is.
Looking forward to Thanksgiving.
I was gonna say it is. We're right around the corner. So, and so after Veronica's quote unquote butcher pie unimpresses Sarah, Sarah kicks everybody else out and attempts to come on to Kim for making such a perfect pie. Kim
And like sticks her fingers in the pie
yeah.
and makes Kim like lick it off of her fingers, and it's gross. It's a gross scene.
It's very uncomfortable the entire time.
Yeah.
You're not getting like it's not like a browser's scene happening. It is very much in the opposite of the spectrum. And I will give them credit for that and not and making it feel uncomfortable, which I did appreciate. But I'm not sure if that's a testimony to the actors. I'm gonna give that more to the actors than to the writing for sure.
Yeah, and I think that I can't understand like the purpose of that scene.
Mhm.
I can't understand if the purpose was for Sarah to show Kim that being gay is gross,
Yeah.
or if it was because Sarah genuinely has desires for Kim and was taking advantage of her position.
I think it's a little column A, column B, if I'm being
Yeah.
complete. Because if we skip ahead to like when Sarah and Zane are like having coitus,
Yeah.
He's looking at a picture of a male
Yeah.
while he's on top of Sarah,
Yeah.
and
Sarah was looking at pictures of women before.
yeah.
So,
So you see what I'm saying? So
yeah.
I think it's a little bit of both.
Mhm.
It's just a gross perverted counselor coming on to a child. And
And then Kim leaves and goes have sex with Veronica on the dock.
yes,
Yeah.
which also was kind of like a weird scene too, because it's like, especially because it was like Kim was like, I keep waiting for Jason Voorhees to come out and kill us, and I was like, yeah, me too. And then, but Veronica's response was, "Who?" And my head was like, "How do you what?"
Yeah, no, that was so stupid.
That was like the worst way to set up a sex scene ever. But okay,
Yeah.
sure.
No, if you know who Jason Voorhees is, and then you're with someone who doesn't, you can't have sex with that person.
valid. Yeah.
They don't know the risks.
So they have a passionate like, and it goes. The movie goes there for the most part for the scene. Like you see a full blown like oral scene before it cuts away, which is bravo to the film for doing that and having the courage, I guess, to do that. Question mark kind of. But then we get an antithesis to that too, on the opposite end with us.
Where then you have Stu go out and swim, and then he runs into Gabriel, who's a character we haven't mentioned.
No.
Who is this ghostly twink who's scary to look at.
Very much so.
Yeah.
He looks like Lisette. Maybe he's doing that intentionally. I don't fucking know. But that's what he reminds me
So
of.
anyway, this ghastly twink is like, so can I go swimming with you? And Stu's like, yeah, I guess. And then he strips down, and then they start kissing, which they have not interacted with each other the entire film.
Yeah, there is no setup for this whatsoever. It just kind of happens.
So then they go and they have sex.
Yeah.
No lube, I might add.
Yeah. So again, like full blown, like so either Gabe's really got a good setup down there, or like I don't know, but that was weird.
Yeah, it was weird. So they have sex, and then Kevin Bacon and Zane walk in, and they reveal that Gabriel was a plant, and Kevin Bacon calls him a forbidden fruit, which was funny. I'll admit that was funny. Really good, yeah. But also, that's who you're having to seduce people? And it worked? And has worked? And you're okay with him being gay? Is this what you meant by being an ally?
Yeah, that was the part that kind of confused me. I was like, so you have this conversion camp. Cool, but you seem to be very progressive with how you go about it. Also cool. But you also...
Is having a conversion camp cool, Dexter?
No. I'm being cool in the sense of like...
Yeah, I know, I'm fucking I got you. Continue.
Yeah,
continue.
But this is like my oh yeah all over again. So you got that camp, and you have this member of your camp that's an implant, and his entire goal is to sleep with your campers.
Questionable.
Very questionable. Now I'm questioning, how old is Gabriel?
Yeah, who knows?
Yeah,
because the one guy is in high school
for sure.
Yeah, Stu is in high school.
Stu is definitely in high school. So you see what I'm getting? Like, what's going on here? All right.
And also, if I recall correctly, Gabriel's the only one in this movie who says faggot.
I think so, yeah.
So what does that mean? Do you pay him to say the slurs for you?
Oh my god. It's like a button that's on call.
Yeah, Kevin Bacon's on-call faggot button.
I love it.
Yeah. So then they punish Stu by doing aversion therapy, where they shock him when there are pictures of men up, and don't shock him when there are pictures of women. And two problems here. Number one, obviously, torture's bad.
Yes.
They go really hard with the electroshocks. They take it to a really high voltage. Not good for anyone involved.
Yeah.
My second problem, the images they show. What if the images of men aren't attractive towards him?
That's very true.
Because they're showing like very muscular men.
Yeah.
And what we have seen and will see is that he's into twinks.
Yeah.
So what's that going to do?
Yeah, it's like, so he's just going to avoid muscular guys for the rest of his days.
He already was. This was not the problem. The twinks were the problem.
He has a type. That's
he
very clear.
And he owns that.
So we get that scene, and at this point, like we're only like one murder in. Yeah, we're still only one murder in, and we're wrapping up. We got like 30 minutes left in this film. So at this point, something's got to give, and I have no idea what. And that's when we move over to the part 3 of the film, and this is where everything starts to kind of like come into place.
So the nurse finds Stu unconscious, is like, I'm gonna quit. Kevin Bacon's like, no one's gonna care if you quit and tell everyone because I own this town, whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
So then she agrees to stay and we'll leave in the morning. And then Gabriel gets murdered by the mass killer, and it's like, now at this point we have it confirmed. The only people who are going to die are the counselors.
Yes.
The kids are not at risk.
Yep.
Which we already pretty much new.
Yeah.
So at this point, everyone has found the 2 dead bodies. There are 2.
Mm-hmm.
And the murderer continues to kill people. She kills the therapist.
Mm-hmm.
And then Alexandra is going to lead everyone else out of the camp.
Mm-hmm.
Once again, our black savior comes in.
Yep.
So then Jordan goes in after Kevin Bacon or some bullshit, I don't know.
Yeah.
And it is revealed that the killer is the nurse and that she killed the actual nurse and is a former camper who has come to seek her revenge.
Yep. Her name is not Molly. Her name's Angie.
Yes.
And they don't. I guess they imply that she got aversion therapy.
She just says she was tortured there.
Yeah. Well, I guess she said shocking. She said something along the lines like that girl died with every turn of the electrical.
Yeah.
pulse.
So I guess she did get
they were
shocked.
Yeah. But yeah. So the newest member was the killer the whole time. Not that surprising. What is a little surprising is how the last 10 minutes kind of play out. It's weird.
Yeah.
So she is confronting Kevin Bacon.
Yes.
And while this is happening, you have Jordan sitting in the closet just watching.
Yeah. Because he thought the killer was coming, so he hid.
Yeah.
Or they hid.
Yeah.
Fuck.
And while that's happening, Kevin Bacon gets the upper hand on Angie and is strangling her, only for Jordan to pop out of the closet with a gun and be like, "Stop right there. You're not going to do that." And then
Jordan has the gun, and Angie's like, "Kill him. He's evil." And Jordan's like, "No, I'm not going to do that. Violence is never the answer." So, yeah.
Yeah, and then
I think Angie does kill Owen, right?
Yeah, she takes him, and she kills him like the most cartoonish way ever.
Yeah.
She takes him and pushes him onto a rhino horn.
Oh, it was in the struggle.
Yeah.
Again.
Yeah, she pushes him onto a rhino horn.
And he dies, and then Angie gets arrested, and all the kids go. And while Jordan walks away from everything, it focuses on Jordan walking away, and Perfect by Pink begins to play.
Yeah.
Movie over.
Yeah.
Yeah, stupid. It's like at this point you're trying to do a political statement, but you're failing. You're failing so bad. And you know that your audience is rooting for the kids.
Yeah.
You know that.
Mm-hmm.
So why do you think that we're going to agree with violence never being the answer and not, hey, yeah, maybe the people running conversion camps
maybe
deserve to die and shouldn't be doing that?
Yeah, violence is never the answer, quote unquote, but it is a answer. And it's usually a pretty effective one.
Yeah. So this film flops.
Yeah, I feel like we have so much to say about him. I mean, we kind of went through it enough. This is what I'm going to say. I think that if you want to watch a look at conversion therapy and be entertained with it and the idea of it and its fallacies and its problematic nature, I think you should just watch But I'm a Cheerleader.
I completely agree.
It is a far superior film in every way, and it covers this topic in a lot better of a format.
Yes.
While
also not being terrible for you to watch.
Exactly.
Because this one has some pretty intense scenes where it's like, hey, this is just straight up upsetting, and I'm not happy that I'm watching this. Yeah. But I'm a Cheerleader. Even when you get to the rough of it, you're okay. You end up okay.
Yeah. It's I need to buy that one. I need to add that to my collection.
Yeah, it's a great film.
It is a great film.
I'd like to read some Letterboxd reviews.
Please.
For they/them. 3 beautiful, beautiful reviews. Mm-hmm. Chai says, Second best gay conversion camp film starring Kevin Bacon behind Footloose.
Oh, yeah.
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 Brian says, now eventually you do plan to have slashing in your slasher film, right? And finally, Heather said, if the killer at the end was revealed to be pink, I would have given this 5 stars.
I would have too.
I would have as well.
That would have been great. Yeah, so as the film as a whole, what would you... Oh, do you have any more final thoughts? I guess that's real quick.
No, bad movie. Don't watch.
Okay. Is your rating?
1 out of 5. And that one is just for Kevin Bacon, to be completely clear.
I'll match that. Yeah. I'll match that 100%. Yeah.
Yeah.
Bad phone.
Bad.
Okay. So, last but not least, and I think we saved the best for last. Legitimately.
I do agree.
Yeah. Is the 2017 horror film, supernatural horror film called It, a remake of the 1980. Wait, hold on.
Well, they had the mini series in 1990.
Yeah, the 1990 miniseries.
And this is another adaptation of the novel.
Yep. This is probably the one that took the world by storm in a weird way.
Yeah.
This was like right during the hype of like Stranger Things. I think season 2 or 3 just came out.
Yeah, so people were really into. You had the 80s revival. Meanwhile, you had the potential for film in general, not just horror sci-fi, but here you have another entry into horror sci-fi led by kids.
Yeah.
For adult audiences.
You had a breakout role with Bill Skarsgård as Pennywise the Dancing Clown.
It was a big day for clown fuckers.
Oh yeah, because that was the same year that fucking like people were like staying out, signing people's doors, like reading cameras in clown costumes and shit.
Well, yes, but I meant like people who want to fuck clowns.
Oh yeah. Oh yes, there's that too.
Yeah, a lot of people want to fuck Pennywise, man. I'm not one of them, to be completely clear.
I mean, if it was more of the Tim Curry version, yeah.
Tim Curry is a more fuckable Pennywise. His forehead's so big. Bill Skarsgård, I like you. You're a cool guy, and I enjoy your films. Your forehead's real big in this one.
Yeah, you're not beating Tim Curry Pennywise. He's got you all day. Got that fat ass.
Yeah, he does got that fat ass. I like both interpretations of Pennywise though, and think that they're perfect for their respective films.
I do too.
If you swapped them, they would not work.
No, not even a little bit. I think Pennywise, Pennywise will always have like a special place in my heart, and I respect Skarsgård's Pennywise. It's very modern for the film that they were making.
Yeah, so. And he made the role his own.
Yeah, 100%. I didn't feel like there was any copying. There was no Joker-esque Jared Leto bullshit happening, which I'm happy about. So,
yeah. So I feel like this is going to be a shorter breakdown because we like this film.
Yes.
I feel like that's often a case, a trend that we've kind of set.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, let's hit it with the tagline.
Okay.
You'll float too.
I love it. 4 out of 5.
I agree. 4 out of 5. All right. And our synopsis. In a small town in Maine, 7 children known as the Losers Club come to face with life's problems, bullies, and a monster that takes the shape of a clown called Pennywise. It sounds pretty accurate.
That is the general plot of the film.
Yeah, I feel like this film doesn't get enough credit for being a good coming of age film.
It is.
It is a really excellent coming of age film.
Yeah.
With horror painted on top of it.
I think, generally speaking, when it comes to like standout films from any year, decade, or era, there is usually a good combination of a good blending of genres that make it what it is. This movie is definitely, I think, why it's like the coming of age story, especially during like 2017 when things were a little weird.
Certainly.
Yeah.
Yeah, to say the least. And I think that even though, so you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You have 7 members of the Losers Club.
Mm-hmm.
And some of them I would have liked more screen time for, to learn a little more about their stories. But even in that, I feel like all of them were fully developed characters who all had a coming of age moment,
Yep. 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 Yep.
their own individual coming of age moment
Mhm.
throughout the film, which is a difficult task.
100%.
Yeah,
And for it to be done effectively too, which is
yeah,
this is good.
yeah. Good, good movie.
Yep. Are we gonna start from the top with the general breakdown?
Totally.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So we're in rainy day. There's a kid named Georgie. Hello, Georgie. Um, and he
And
wants.
his brother Bill
Yep.
is making a boat for him
Mm-hmm.
to go play, and Bill is sick.
Yep.
So Bill sends Georgie on his way out alone.
Yep. Gives them a paper sailboat, which literally this is the only. These movies are the only films I've ever seen that. I've never seen a paper sailboat ever in my life.
Fuck.
You see-
I don't know if I have either.
It's such an odd concept. Like it works for the film, but like I literally like I spent like I went back in my brain for memories. I've never seen any kid ever do some shit like that.
I mean, I haven't either, but I grew up in the age where we had iPads. I didn't have an iPad,
Well, I think what I'm
but
getting,
when I had consciousness to recognize children younger than they had iPads.
I think what I'm getting at is that
Yes.
I don't think that concept will work in any other era past the 80s.
Okay, but what if it was modern day and Bill sends Georgie up with an iPad?
Then yes.
Perfect.
So needless to say, Georgie runs into town with a sailboat. It gets whisked away in the water and falls into the sewer. This is where he runs into Pennywise, the dancing clown.
What an excellent opening performance from Skarsgård.
Yes.
It sets the tone. You have the perfect blend of unsettling but also jovial.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it makes sense that this is someone who a kid would want to interact with.
100%.
Meanwhile, you have an excellent performance coming from our actor who plays Georgie, Jackson Robert Scott.
Yeah.
Uh,
I don't think he gets enough credit for.
Excellent kid actor.
Yeah.
This was an incredible performance.
Yeah.
If you did not have a good Georgie, it wouldn't have mattered how good the rest of the cast is, because you would have really had to get in and know the Losers Club before you're down for the story.
Yep.
But having a good actor for Georgie, you are already sold and you are feeling that pain.
Mm-hmm.
And I saw this movie when it came out. And when it came out, I was about the same age as the kids in the Loser Club.
Nice.
So this was a really big film for me. I loved it.
Mm-hmm.
And I recently rewatched this. And the first time I watched it, I remember like being sad that like Georgie died.
Yeah.
As is everyone. And then finding the other kids relatable. But watching it now when I'm older, Georgie is so small.
Yes.
That is a baby.
Yeah.
And then the kids are kids. Like, I didn't see them properly as kids when I was their age. But now looking back, I'm like, fuck, this movie's kind of scary.
Yeah, no, it's fucking like, it's bleak as fuck sometimes, right? Like, yeah, and like Georgie dying sets the precedence for the rest of the film that lets you know like where we are when it comes to this, which is another topic that I think we could have a whole conversation about. There's been a very odd, I don't know how I feel about it, trend of child killing in horror films recently.
It's to make up for the crimes of Jurassic Park.
It's been relentless, bro. Did you see VHS Halloween?
No.
Oh. Get back to me when you watch it. Okay. All right. So,
I also feel like a lot of the child killing that we've seen in horror movies like takes it off screen.
Yeah.
But this one, you see that kid's arm get ripped off.
Yeah.
You see that. That's big.
Yeah. It's brutal. And
it's brutal.
Him and them, no, because you're also watching him struggle because he's trying to run away and he
Yeah.
can't, and then he gets pulled in, and it's a whole fucking
It's an incredible scene.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
And so then we fast forward until after that following summer, where Bill and his friends Richie, Eddie, and Stanley are being tormented by Henry Bowles and his group of misfits. Henry Bowers, Stephen King's bullies are like on another fucking level.
Yeah.
Holy shit, dude! I, I never really dealt with bullies that much when I was growing up, except for like maybe in elementary school. But the ones in Stephen King novels are fucking serial killers, bro. They
Yeah.
don't get like what the fuck.
Yeah, my bullies weren't that bad. They were
Yeah,
bad.
holy shit, dude.
I also think that it's so funny that like the bullies in this,
Mhm,
who are like making fun of like these misfit loser kids,
mhm.
are like metalheads.
Yeah.
Because like in the real world, those are also the misfit loser
Who are
kids.
also getting beat up.
Yeah.
Okay. They'll still like going through like his whole thing with Georgie and
Yeah,
even
and Henry tells him and is like, "You gotta pass this year, but
which is like
I'm gonna bully you again now."
what a fucking wild ass statement to say to someone's face. Like you got 1 year of not getting your ass beat because your brother died, but now it's back on.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
So now that threat is looming over them that Henry and his gang might be fucking with him this summer. Meanwhile, you see another kid get out of school, Ben, who's walking with his sweet little project that he knocks over and breaks his school diorama.
Poor Ben.
Yeah, and he meets Beverly.
Mm-hmm.
So now you have our other two characters who are going to come in. He's the new kid.
Yep.
She's the girl one.
Yep.
And she's bullied for being a slut,
Yeah.
even though she's a middle school girl.
Which makes
Uh,
no sense.
or high school. I don't know what they're in.
They're
They're either freshmen or eighth graders, and no in between, because those are the 2 years that are back to back.
I think we're watching them go into the ninth grade. I think that they ended
Yeah.
middle school and then they're going into like high school after
Yeah.
the summer ends.
I think that's fair.
Yeah.
So, yeah, and Bev says something to Ben about how he's the one who's being targeted by Henry.
Mhm.
So she gives him advice on like how to leave. They make some jokes about new kids on the block. He goes on his merry way.
Yep, yep, yep.
And then we cut over and see our last kid who's going to join the Losers Club later,
Mhm.
which is Mike.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, Mike is the best one.
Yeah.
Let's get this on the table now. If you want to know the best member of the Losers Club, it is Mike. What Chapter 2 did to that sweet, sweet boy
yeah.
will never be forgiven.
No, Mike is the best boy in the TV series with Tim Curry and in it remake Chapter 1.
Yeah.
Chapter 2, kind of a dick, not gonna lie.
Yeah, no, Chapter 3 sucks. But yeah, a lot of the characterization for Ben of like him being the historian is taken straight from Mike.
Yeah.
Which is unfortunate.
Yeah.
But I understand why they did it. I think that it works for both characters in this. I just wish that Mike would have gotten more screen time.
Yeah, I do too. I think but this is kind of like one of the problems that Stephen King always has when it comes
Yeah.
to darker skinned characters that he brings into his stories.
Yeah.
It's either a hit or a miss. Either he like centers the story around them, or it turns into a plot convenience thing.
Yeah.
There's never really been like a in between when it comes to him. I think Mike just kind of suffers from that. And honestly, in either story, like he's either the magical Negro or he's the plot convenience character.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but it is what it is.
Yeah, I will give Stephen King the fact that like while the characterization of Bev is problematic as like a girl character and Mike is problematic as a black character, Stephen King, when he was like writing his original novels like at the original time, he was trying.
He was, and I'll give him that.
I'll
like
give him that.
Shawshank Redemption, I think is a really great film, and from what I understand, the book's really well. The Green Mile as well, like very, very impactful, very progressive
Yeah.
for their times. Like again, I'm giving him his flowers when they're due, and
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
will give him any day of the week. Just sometimes he has a tendency to kind of lean on certain archetypes,
Yeah.
and yeah, sometimes it's appreciated, sometimes it's not. It is what it
Yeah.
is.
Yeah. But in this, I think that like in a contrast as they slash them, Mike is a character who gets shit done,
Oh, 100%.
100%.
Yeah,
But I don't feel like he's like the guide of the group that we could not have anything happen without him.
yeah, yeah. I think the biggest thing that he does is he stops Henry Bowers, and I think
Yes.
that's kind of like his main contribution to the group. I don't want to say he's supposed to be the muscle, but he's supposed to be the one who he's the one who takes his stand first
Yeah.
in the bigger way.
Yeah. And I feel like that's part of his coming of age story
Mm-hmm.
with the whole thing about well, I guess that takes us to our introduction of Mike, but we meet him on his grandfather's farm,
Yep.
where he's being made to kill one of the sheep there.
Yep.
And his grandfather is telling him, like, either you're the one who's doing the killing or you're the one who's going to get killed, and you're not going to realize until you have that gun against your head.
Yep.
So, skipping towards the end, him going against Bowers is that moment for him.
Mm-hmm.
And he wins, and that's really important
Yep.
for his development, especially because while all of the kids are bullied by Bowers, Ben and Mike have it the worst.
Yeah.
Yeah. One, racism.
Yeah.
And two, he was carving his name into his tummy. That's pretty rough.
I think
that's like beyond fat phobia.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I think there's a weight phobia going to the hatred, bro. Yeah, that was crazy. Even his friends, like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "I'm not gonna stop until I carve my own name into his cottage cheese." And I was like, "Jesus fucking Christ, bro! Like, wow,
that's a little boy's tongue."
Yeah, like, what the fuck is wrong with you, dude?
Yeah.
And that leads us into like the first, like, I guess, scare, or like second scare, not first scare, with the first reintroduction into Pennywise with Ben being in the library. I want to say that I do really enjoy what this film does with Pennywise. Not only does he or with the character concept of it, but I also enjoy the different ways that it goes about making the scares happen.
Yeah.
Especially with Ben scene, it was very impactful for me. Not so much when we get to like the actual like chase scene when he's getting chased by like the headless body or whatever.
Yeah.
But when he's flipping through the book and you're seeing the librarian and like the blurred background just staring at him.
Yeah.
Like that was effective as hell for me.
Totally.
I love that. So.
Yeah. I think that the way that Pennywise manifests for all of the kids, it's so interesting to see.
Mm-hmm.
I think that it gives the film a good rewatchability, and I think that it gives it a lot of flavor, in a way that a lot of films don't have, because you get a little bit of everything. So that's really fun to see, and I feel like even though obviously it cuts down on a lot of stuff like from the novel and a lot of the different developments that you can go from that thick ass book.
Yeah.
I feel like it still works and is very, very effective.
I think it carved out what it needed to, especially that weird like orgy thing that happened.
Yeah.
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 The highs and lows of Stephen King.
Yeah. So then you have the other kids.
Mm-hmm.
We have our main group at that point. Bill, Eddie, Richie, and Stan going into a tunnel, trying to see if they can find Georgie.
Yep. And
they find Betty Ripsom's shoe, and Betty Ripsom is a girl who has been missing.
Mm-hmm.
So then like, fuck.
Yeah.
Something's in the sewer systems. So they skedaddle out of there, and that's where they find Ben.
Yep.
So while they find Ben and they go to get him patched up, Patrick, one of Henry's goons, goes into the tunnel and gets got.
Yeah, and he gets ripped apart by a bunch of like zombie kids or whatever.
Yeah, he sees a bunch of like ghouls, and then a balloon floats towards him. It pops, and Pennywise is there.
Yep. And I can't say that I mourned his death whatsoever. So
the kiddos are at the pharmacy trying to get things for Ben. Bev goes to help.
Mm-hmm.
Um, she causes a distraction by feeding into the pervy pharmacist.
Yeah, which is weird, but yeah,
Yeah, it's weird.
yeah, it's very weird.
But they get the goods.
Yep.
They go help him out.
Mm-hmm.
And then they carry on.
Yep.
Later, they join up with Mike, who they just met. They know him as the homeschool kid because they see that Henry is chasing him.
Yep.
So they start a rock war,
Yeah.
and that's sort of the moment where you get the loser clubs solidified because now you have all of your extra members joined in.
Mm-hmm.
Core 7 ready to go.
Yep, the Avengers are formed. Let's get the show on the road.
Yeah.
Any you want to talk about any of the scares that popped up before before or while the team was formed? Any of them stick out to you at all?
My probably favorite one
Mm-hmm.
is the leper, Eddie and the leper.
Yeah.
Of when Eddie's walking home by himself and he walks by the house that's going to be important.
Yep.
Because I think that one, not only does it serve a good scare,
yeah,
and I think that one is probably the easiest to understand with the character.
Yeah.
It helps build the character in the way that it's like, hey, yeah, he's a hypochondriac, but like, what does that mean?
Yeah.
And it's sort of the idea of like swapping germs with another person specifically.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So that's something like, it helps you like in the future for like fear of intimacy. It helps you with like his interactions with the other losers and how he has trouble like making friends and stuff. It helps you understand and like set up the fact that he's given these placebo pills. Like it builds so much up while also building up the fact like, hey, this house is going to be important.
Yeah.
And in that, I think you have the clearest shift of like him interacting with the leper and then that turning into Pennywise.
Yes.
Yes. So that's kind of the moment where everything clicks together.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Do you have a favorite?
I like the importance of the blood bathroom.
Yeah.
It oddly enough because I was born a male and I don't understand certain things until they're spelled out to me. It didn't occur to me that the reason why the blood was such a big thing was because of puberty.
Yeah.
And once I realized that, I was like, oh, that's horrific. Especially with how the father was treating Beverly.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a lot of implications for not abuse, but insinuating that that was something that was within the purview of happening very soon.
Yeah. If there wasn't sexual, verbal, physical abuse already happening, it could happen soon.
Yeah.
A sort of protectiveness, the fact that he is hearing the rumors about her being promiscuous and is believing them.
Yeah.
Just a lot of bad things happening there.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Bev is struggling with her own gender. And not saying that she's like trans or anything, though I guess you could pull that interpretation if you so choose.
Yeah.
But definitely like gender nonconforming, struggling with the other girls at school, fits better in with the boys.
Yeah.
So she wants to like cut her hair and is struggling with the fact that she's having her period. And things like that. So it's another interesting glimpse into that character.
Yeah. So I think that's that one of it. So the Losers Club is formed, and then they basically they just kind of like they do some general research about like how it works. Seems like
they also have their bonding activities.
What was the bonding activity?
They just start like hanging out with like John, and they go to like the quarry and they swim and shit like that.
Yep. And
friends hanging out.
Yeah, a gang, a group of guys being guys, plus a girl, all of that stuff.
A girl can be a guy.
Yeah, just boys being boys. So that's when you kind of get like some of the lore dump when it comes to Pennywise. When like every 27 years it comes out, feeds for a little bit, goes to sleep.
And that's a moment from the trailer when they do like their history lesson and then they go to Bill's garage and click through the slides.
Yeah,
that's a moment from the trailer that watching the movie still holds up so fucking well.
It does.
It's excellent.
It's awesome. It's such a like subtle transition, and it works very well with how it's done. I like as much as like grief as I give that director for using CGI, when he sticks to more practical like scares in a way,
Hmm.
I love that so much. I wish he didn't have such a reliance on the CGI because I feel like it's
Yeah.
going to date the film very harshly
Hmm.
later on. But I do appreciate the practical scares that he did a lot. So you get the garage scare, and then they kind of, if we had remember exactly why this happens, but they essentially decide that they need to go to that house, right? And they think that that
Yeah,
house
they
leads.
in Bill's garage they have like maps and stuff, and they realize that that is the center point.
Yeah.
That that is something that has always been in the town, and it seems like that's where all the sewer systems connect.
Hmm.
Stuff is happening with the sewer systems, and that's where Eddie saw Pennywise.
Yeah.
And he's the only one who had actually seen Pennywise as Pennywise
Yeah.
before that moment.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
Um, so they head over there.
Yep. Yep. And then that's probably where you get one of the like best like sequences in the entire film.
I agree.
I think that's when the film is like basically like shooting on all cylinders. You
Yeah,
have like the whole group is working together in some form or fashion. So you have some really good
yeah,
scares. The comedy that is there is solid, and then you get my personal favorite scene when Eddie gets confronted by Pennywise.
yeah. When he's on the ground, broken, and Pennywise does that approach.
Yeah.
I think that that's also that if not my favorite scene, because there are some other scenes I really enjoy. That is my favorite Pennywise moment.
Mm-hmm.
The fucking way he's taunting him and then moving his arms, like dancing up to him slowly.
And then he just time to float. And it's like,
Yeah,
fucking love it.
yeah,
And then you have like what was it, Mike and not Henry, how was it? Bill, Mike and no, not Mike, Bill and
Rishi.
Bill and Richie running around the house, fucking
Yeah,
scary door, scarier door,
yeah.
fucking legs.
And then they figure out what's happening with Eddie. They
Mhm.
run down there.
Mhm.
And then you have everyone else flood in and sort of deal with it. And Beverly is the one who gets Pennywise off and stabs him. And he withers away, goes back. But the problem's not over yet.
Nope, no, no, no. But that does cause the obligatory divide in the group, and everybody separates for a little bit. Kind of like goes their own way. I'm assuming in film it's only a few minutes, but I'm assuming in like real time it was probably like a couple weeks, maybe a month or so. It was during the summer, so it couldn't have been
Yeah,
that
I'd say
long.
about that.
Yeah. Only for them to come back together as the summer's about to end because Beverly,
Has been taken.
yeah, she gets kidnapped. I cannot remember what exactly happened where she got kidnapped.
She confronts her father finally,
Ah,
and when she goes to leave, Pennywise is there. Takes her
ah,
immediately.
gotcha. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So once they get word of that, everybody decides to band together, go and save their friend, and they head down to the sewers.
Yeah.
This begins the last portion of the film where our group has a is about to have a confrontation with Pennywise until they get disrupted by the bully of the century, fucking Henry Bowers.
Yeah. Who prior was dicking around at his house. His father comes, scolds him, reprimands him, and then Henry, guided by Pennywise,
Yeah.
kills his dad
Yep.
and goes to the house.
Yep. To try to kill all the other kids. I did like that scene where like Pennywise is with like the group of kids and they're like, kill them all, kill them all.
Yeah, that's a good one too. I feel like it's also like you even get the background for Henry and like why the fuck he's like this.
Yeah. Um
Yeah.
and right before the guys show up too, you get that meme worthy scene with Beverly and fucking Pennywise where he's doing that
Yeah.
fucking crazy ass jig, son. So so you get that, and then she looks into his deadlights, and she starts to float.
Yeah.
So I will say I do like what I appreciate about this one more than anything else is that they actually made that line make a lot more sense.
Yes.
It's like, oh, they actually are floating. That's great.
Yeah, good. And a good visual.
It was a good visual.
Glad we got this figured out.
And yeah, so they confront him. And well, sorry, Henry shows up. Mike
Yeah.
deals with Henry, and
Yeah.
then they confront Pennywise. And Bill has a nice coming to terms scene with his brother's death,
Yeah.
which was very impactful, only for it to immediately be undercut by one of the most disturbing transformations I've ever seen.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really interesting how like impactful the moment is. You have a breath and then it goes insane. Um, I really like the negotiation that Pennywise offers them, because I think that that is such a good full circle moment after the group's breakup to have him offer the kids to escape. And then you have that great opportunity for Richie's speech uh, of now I have to fucking kill this clown.
This fucking clown.
Yeah. And it's great, and they all go ballistic, and it's wonderful.
Mm-hmm. And if the film ended right there, best movie ever.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's oh, sorry, and
Yeah.
let's finish it off. After they defeat the monster, the group makes a blood oath, decides that if the creature ever comes back, which they predict to be 27 years from now,
That they'll all come back to.
to finish what they started. And
Yeah, you also get a little more of like the Bill, Beverly, Ben love triangle,
Yeah.
which like it's frustrating. It's just I get why it's there.
Yeah.
It needs to be there to be accurate and to hold up in the second thing, and they just do the whole thing again. So it's frustrating.
Well, I don't even because like to some extent for me, right? It doesn't really. I don't know. Maybe because I'm so used to like the night. Like I use the '90s version as like my staple for
Yeah.
understanding. But because like Bill's character is a stand-in for Stephen King,
Yes.
right? So it doesn't. He gives like Bill such a nice life that it
Yeah.
doesn't make any sense for why he would like throw that away for Beverly.
Yeah, it really doesn't. And also, I think that Bev and Ben just make so much sense.
Yeah.
The reason I say it's frustrating here is like throughout the movie, it doesn't really bother me. Like the love triangle dynamic doesn't really bother me.
Yeah.
But just at the very end, after Bill kisses Beverly and it does nothing to help her from the deadlights, Ben kisses her and it does.
Yeah.
Just for Bev and Bill to kiss at the end again.
Yeah.
That's the thing that it just takes me out of it, and I'm like, okay, whatever. It can be. There's sweet moments individually, so I don't really mind. But
I understand what you're saying. Yeah, it's like it's weird. It's like it's a choice that I'm okay with, but at the same time, it's just kind of like I feel like there's if they never really addressed the love triangle and just kind of how like the '90s film did it, where like Bev like thought Bill did it, but didn't know for sure, but never like really pushed or forced like anything to happen, just for it to turn around and be Ben. Like that to me made more sense, and that to me plays better than like this weird like triangle for no fucking reason. But that's just how I am.
yeah, or just like having Ben kiss her, and that brings her out of the deadlights, and then they just don't have the kiss with Bill and Bev. They could literally just talk.
Yeah.
They could be like, yeah, we'll come back. I'm sorry that you're moving. I wish that you were staying here. I feel like you became part of the group.
Yeah.
Okay, bye.
Yeah. Or even better, like if you want to do like something really dramatic, they could have like that linger of like what they want to and then just decide not to.
Yeah. Or like a really passionate hug.
Yeah. Something like any of those options.
They're buds. They're whatever.
Chums, you know. Amigos. But yeah, so that's it, chapter 1. Like I said, it is probably out of the 3 films that we talked about today, I think this one is probably the superior film overall.
Yeah, I completely agree.
You got any quotes for our letterbox for this one?
Pulling them up one moment.
My man.
Yeah. So, Letterboxd user Cursed says that in It 1990, Pennywise says boo, and the kids just go ah and scream and freak out. But in 2017, Pennywise goes boo and scares them, and the kids tell him to fuck off. And I think that's the best contrast between the two. We didn't really talk about how much these kids fucking curse.
Oh yeah, they're fucking sailors, bro.
Yeah.
But I feel
But accurate to my experiences.
exactly no, and that's what I was gonna say too. Is like I feel like that hit the hammer on the head for me too.
Yeah.
Like I feel like a lot of kids, like even if they don't want to admit it, like they cuss just as much as this,
If not more.
if not more. Yeah,
No, kids definitely curse more.
100%.
They just learn these words.
Oh yeah, they're gonna use them like crazy, especially when they're by themselves with their friends, or they fuckity fuck. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
they acted all the kid actors in this film were fantastic, and it goes without saying. I think there's a reason why most of these kids actors all have like active careers now to this day. This film is almost 8 years old, which is fucking crazy to think about.
Yeah. Oh, how time flies. So what's your final rating?
4.5.
Yeah, that is actually my same rating.
Yeah. Yeah, it's almost a nearly perfect film. There's a couple things that I get a little hung up on that I'm not a huge fan of, but it for out of all the Stephen King adaptations that I've seen, this is by far one of the best ones ever to be made. So
yeah, it's a great one.
It is. He's got some really good bangers. Doctor Sleep. Mike Flanagan does a really good Stephen King adapter.
Yeah.
So I've been really enjoying his work on a lot of his works. It pisses me off because he did The Fall of the House of Usher on Netflix, and it's the only thing that he's done for Netflix that they have not made a physical copy for. And it pisses me off. I have a Haunting on Hill House in my DVD rack. All I want is that Fall at the House of Usher, and my life would be complete. I hate it so much.
We'll have to find you someone to make you a rip.
I appreciate that. So yeah, that will conclude today's episode. Unless you have anything else, Shirley.
Pronouns.
They're important.
Yeah, we're woke or whatever.
All right. Until next time, guys. Thank you and goodbye.